We are back, ladies and gentlemen. It's official. Season 5 of the Stereo Joe Show has begun. We are so excited. We got so much news to tell you. We have so many awesome guests tonight. Real quick, we got Millie Cook from the UK from the band In Solace. You're going to love her. She's going to be performing tonight. Awesome. Then we're going to Canada. We got Hunter Sheridan coming on, another singer-songwriter, going to be doing awesome performance as well. Then we're heading down to Oklahoma, and we got Roy Bingham on from the band Over the Cliff. You're not going to want to miss that. Another awesome performance. Then we got India coming on, and she's a singer-songwriter out of New York, plays a little piano, sings. Awesome. You're going to love her song. Awesome. And then the one and only Kevin Horan back on the show doing big things. We're also going to be doing a lot of live performances by him. Speaking of which, we're going to go to him right now. Let's go, Kevin. What up?
What up? How you doing?
Good. How have you been?
I have been well. Busy.
Busy. I see you're on the road. You're doing this and that. I'm so excited. We are going to be getting in depth with Kevin later on the show tonight. We're going to be talking to him extensively. He's going to be showing us awesome songs. Speaking of which, let's get one going right now.
All right. I've been playing this one a little bit lately, so I hope you enjoy it. When the night has come and the land is dark, the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Yes. Upon tumble and fall, it's the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. Darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Won't you stand by me?
Woo! That was Kevin Horan. He's a singer-songwriter. He's also in the band, the Stone Road Band. He's going to be coming on later performing again. You are not going to want to miss him. But if you're just tuning in now, it's the Stereo Joe Show. We are back. I am so freaking excited. We got to bring Nick the Viking on the show. It's been too long. Nicky!
Dude, I'm excited to be back. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight for the first episode of season 5.
Can't believe it, man. I can't believe it's been this long. I'm so excited, dude. Real quick, let's get into the news of the day.
So the
news of the day is our Spotify is blowing up, and you're not going to want to miss it. So go to Spotify right now. Get out of the show. I don't care. And go follow us on Spotify right now. We're blowing up.
It's actually over 2,200 at this point. We were knocking on the door of 2,500. And we want you to be a part of it. If you notice, I placed not only Kevin's links, but our links earlier. I'll be placing several links throughout the show tonight. Give love to everybody that you see tonight. And if you're in the area, we're also playing a show this Friday. So we want you to be a part of that too, because it's going to be the biggest show that's happening this weekend, but also for us right now this year. It's with our boys in Patent Pending, and we've got some really crazy things planned for that night. And if you're in the area, you're going to be sad if you miss it.
Yeah, we're going to have a fun show. We got Blind Choices going to be there. Good stuff. Pinky's Brain, Eternal Boy. So you're not going to want to miss it. But you know what else you're not going to want to miss? Talking to our new mom, Remy Gale. What's up, Mom?
What's up? What's up, Mom? What's up, guys? I'm so excited for you.
I am so excited for you. I don't even know if I was allowed to spill the beans to the world.
I think that, the Facebook world knows. Most of these people follow me at this point.
This is so exciting.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
She's so beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm really excited to announce, guys, that I am going to be the new nanny. I will be taking care of this baby every single day. And trust me, I'm so glad you guys have entrusted me with the baby. Thank you so much.
I would. You want that? We can talk about that after the show.
Oh, baby.
They did name her after you.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God, what did you keep saying her name was? Oh, Jamie.
Jamie, come on now. No, but I am so excited because we have some amazing stuff coming on the show. I can't believe it. We have Kevin all night long. We have amazing stuff going on right now.
That was an amazing rendition of that song, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Honestly.
Can we be friends?
Seriously. So, guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the Stereo Joe Show. We are bringing you artists from around the world, getting their music out. So, like Nick said, make sure you go and you follow them and give them your support. If you want to, share the live stream right now so we can get out to as many people as possible. We're going to, in just a little bit, we're going all the way over to the United Kingdom. I can't wait. We got Millie Cook coming on. She's in a band. She was performing before. I was loving what she was doing. Oh, yeah. In fact, Nick, you got a great crew on tonight. All the guests sound awesome. Everyone's in for a real treat tonight.
Yeah, there's a diverse style, but everybody is amazing. And all the sounds are very crisp tonight. And for those of you that may be joining in for the first time, please feel encouraged to comment, get those comments out there because we can pop them up on the screen, especially during those performances or during your friends' interviews. So that's a great way for you to be a part of the show as well.
Absolutely.
I see Rubes is there. Hi, Rubes.
What's up?
Hey.
I see our peeps. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, and we have a lot of exciting things planned for this season. We're going back to basics for this episode because we got to get our footing again. It's been a minute since we've done one of these shows. Just to set up all the gear and everything again, I was like, damn. But we're going to be having Popco back this season with us. We're also going to be having another guest host join the show. Ooh. So I'm really excited. We got a lot of new faces that are going to be on the show, figuring out where we're working them in. So, yeah, the show is growing. And if you have a friend or, if you want to come on the show, please have them get in touch with us. We'd love to have them come on. Good things are happening right now. And we made so many friends and vice versa. I've seen people on that, people that were on the same episode become friends with everybody else. So it's a really great way to meet new people and get out there. So I'm really excited.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You said it all. What's there to say after that, Jimmy?
Yeah. It's been 4 seasons, and we've been really fortunate to make so many friends, not just people who watch the show, but other musicians who have been on the show that we've also been lucky to play with in person. So especially people who are coming on the show. If you're touring, let us know and come through the area. We'd love to meet you in person.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things we did was we had the awesome season finale that was in person. We had a lot of great bands. Shout out to Stay Loud and to Blind Choice, of course. And who am I forgetting? Oh, no.
And Mark.
And done. Our boy
How
Mark.
did you forget Mark?
Mark, I'm sorry if you're watching. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah. And that's a great reason to be following us if you aren't already, because you not only are able to catch those playback episodes, but when we do go live and post new content, you'll be the first ones to be notified.
Yeah, and speaking of getting notified, I want to notify you this. We got some cool new t-shirts coming out this Friday. 2 limited edition styles. You're not going to want to miss it. We have Stereo Joe lighters coming out. Nick said no to the condoms. But anyway, we got a lot of good stuff. And And Nick's got to tell you about his beard, and then we're going to a video, and then we're coming back with our guest, India. It all starts now. Oh, wait, it starts. No, oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. It starts.
People ask me, how did the beard get so nice? I tell them it doesn't need to be a struggle if you too partner with the beard struggle like we have. They've got products for beards of all sizes, whether you're starting out or you've got a full-blown forest on your face. If you need balms, brushes, or oils to keep your forest looking fresh, they've got you covered with scents for any occasion. If you're thinking that might be a lot of money because you see a lot of things you like, well, don't worry. We've got the hookup. Use checkout code StereoJO when you're doing your purchase, and they'll give you 15% off your entire purchase. For any of our U.S. friends watching, if you spend $40 or more, they'll ship it to you for FREE. And who doesn't like free shipping to anywhere in the U.S.? Sorry to our international friends. Maybe sometime soon.
Boom. And speaking of international friends, thank you. We'll get that video ready. I'll pop it right on. But thank you to our international friends who have been listening to our Spotify. I can't believe it. We have a lot of people overseas in Europe, everywhere. Africa, Europe, Australia. You guys are blowing it up. So thank you so much. We rolling, baby, or what?
Yeah. We good to go.
If you want like this, and you love me like that, maybe we can find a way to work it out. 'Cause when you hold me so close, and you squeeze me so tight, that we will find a way to work it out. Yeah, I know it's wrong, but it feels so right. Maybe we can find a way to work it out. Melt me with those eyes. How could I ever say no?
You're tuning in to the Stereo Joe show. I just looked over and I have a stink bug on top of my microphone. This is going to freak me out. I'm going to have to do this next interview looking at a dirty stink bug. This is horrible. I'm freaking out. I hate those things, man. But okay, enough of the BS. We have a serious, important guest coming up. I am so excited. I don't know where Nick found this artist, but she's awesome. Coming all the way. She's out of 2 places. I don't know what town to announce her from. So I'm just going to say the United Kingdom, more specifically, Great Britain. I think that's it. England. Let's get her on the show. We got Millie Cook. She is a singer and a guitarist. She's in a cool band called In Solace. Let's hear all about it. Please welcome Millie to the show.
Hello.
Hey,
How you going?
long time no see.
I know it's been a whole hour. I was nearly crying from missing you that much.
I know. I was getting so into your music before. I was like, this is awesome. So, thank you so much. It's like a million hours later where you are. I think it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's about 1:15 in the morning. So my neighbours are going to absolutely love this, I can just tell.
And you have such a powerful voice, too. So I'm sure they're upstairs. They got their wine. They're sipping it. They're excited. They love it.
I think they're about 83, the people who live above us. So I hope so.
They got their dentures out on the side. So they're ready to go. They're ready.
Just creating a pit in the middle of the room, just like running, both of them, zipper in hand.
I know. If something falls from the ceiling, we know they were having a little too much, but no. So tell us about yourself. You're an awesome artist. You sing, you play guitar. Tell us a little bit more.
I'm going to just quickly turn you up, just really quickly. Sorry.
No problem. Is that better?
Yeah, that is better. Cheers.
Good.
Yeah, I'm Millie. Hello, everybody. And I'm part of a band called In Solace. We're based in London, in the UK. And yeah, we're kind of like rocky / poppy, I guess. I guess the most recent stuff we've been doing, we're edging a bit more poppier, but I'm liking the vibes. It's going well.
I love it. Now, are you the main songwriter?
It's me. Well, we all write our own parts, you know. So Connor will write the guitar riffs and Onni the drums, Sam the bass. But I'll just kind of like write. Connor will always have some sort of chord progression. And then he'll like send it to me because I live in Brighton, which is like 70 miles from London where they're all based. So he just pings it over to me and emails it and then gives it a couple of days. We send it back and then we'll all like jam it out the next time we have a rehearsal. So it's quite a shared effort, I'd say.
That's awesome. And that's what makes a band the best is when everyone's contributing the sound in a little bit because then it makes it just more unique and like no one else sounds like that because there's not the four of you in any other group.
Definitely. I think like you can always make something better by getting somebody else's take on it as well because you're only limited to your own ideas, really, aren't you?
Exactly. And who were some of your inspirations as an artist?
I'd say for me, like I love bands like Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac. I'm really into my like classic 60s rock. But I'm also into my like sort of Motown and ska, Northern Soul. So I take a bit of influence in my voice from that. But I'd say as a band, we're all into our like volumes and that kind of like heavier stuff. But yeah, it's just a really big variation, really. I know everyone says that, like, oh yeah, it's a bit of everything, but it really is a bit of everything because all four of us, we're such different people that when we come together, it's kind of a big cocktail of things.
Well, I could definitely hear the soul in your voice for sure. It's awesome. And people are going to love it. And they only have like 2 more minutes to hear it. I can't wait. So yeah, and I love Zeppelin too and Fleetwood Mac. I'm like you. I'm a little bit more on the classic rock. You know, Britain had some of the best bands. So I love it. And yeah, like is there one artist that you wish you could open for or could have opened for from back then? Like, of course, for me, it's Jimi Hendrix.
Well, if I could open for any artist dead or alive, it would 100% be Amy Winehouse. She is my favourite of all time ever.
And again, I could hear the influence on your voice. Now,
I suppose it's just the London accent, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. No, do you have like a favorite song by her or a favorite album that you would tell people they have to check out?
I mean, like her most famous album, Back to Black, is probably, in my opinion, her best one. I liked Frank, the one she did before, but it's a bit more sort of really, like the first one's quite jazzy, very, very jazzy. And don't get me wrong, I like that, but I also like something that's kind of got a melody that repeats and can stick in your head. But I'd say Wake Up Alone on that album, Back to Black, is probably, if you're going to listen to one song, listen to that song.
I love it. Well, yeah, and I don't want to tell you what song I play by her because it's the most trendy one, but the crowd loves it.
Can I guess?
You know.
I know.
You know. Everybody knows. If they don't, they're missing out. But no.
It's like you get up at a karaoke and then suddenly the whole bar is just like, yeah, because everyone just loves the song.
No, I was going to ask you, yeah, in England, is karaoke as big as like over here in the States?
I don't know, like, because we have, like, I think the thing is, British people and American people, we take drinking very differently. Drinking in America is very much, well, from my perspective, seems like, oh yeah, we'll go have a couple of drinks, maybe you have a bit of a wilder night in your college days, you like get on it more. In Britain, we're just absolute machines. We don't stop. And I think the karaoke thing is like the only time you see a karaoke in England is down the local boozer. And it's kind of a mixture of like 63-year-old men that have been sitting in there since 10 a.m. and then the sort of local girls that just want to go out. Yeah, karaoke in Britain is definitely something to behold. So I recommend anyone who's coming to London or to anywhere in the UK, if you see a karaoke night, go, because you will laugh.
Oh my God, it sounds like so much fun. And I love the comparison. And I think you're probably right. That's awesome. Well, I want to ask you more questions and follow up about that, but I do want to get to your performance because that's more important than karaoke. But anyway, you're awesome. I'm gonna come right back when you're done, and good luck.
Cool, cheers. This is going to be a song called Fight Another Day. I think it's the only song I've actually wrote the guitar part to as well. That doesn't mean I can play it well, so please bear with me. Oh, help me, heaven, 'cause this must be hell. And it feels like I know it so well. So take me to heaven, oh, where I can be free. In a place where all my troubles are far away and cannot find me. And so I know there's better days to come. And I'm not ready for that journey, or past the stars and past the sun. So thank you, heaven, for guiding my way. I know that I am strong enough to bear another day. Shine will be my morning, you know I'll live to fight another day. I'm so sick of all this, and you know it's keeping me awake. And as the wave crashes down on me, you will see that I feel like I am falling, but heaven will guide the way. Oh, my heaven will guide the way. Maybe stay with me, maybe just for tonight. So when I wake up in the morning, you'll be there in my side. 'Cause you're like heaven, and baby, my head is hell. So lead me through the darkness, so I know you know it well. Shine will be my morning, you know I'll live to fight another day. I'm so sick of all this, and you know it's keeping me awake. And as the wave crashes down on me, you will see that I feel like I am falling. And a new day is dawning, but heaven will guide the way.
absolutely amazing. Trust me, that was awesome. You are going to love watching that. You killed it. You know what's funny? When we were doing the sound check, I kept having you do the powerful parts. So I didn't get to hear the dynamic in the song. And wow. Trust me, I know I'm bringing Nick on right now. I know he was loving it. Trust me, I'm trying not to fanboy too much. That was awesome.
Cheers, man. I appreciate it.
Well done. That was very impressive.
Thanks. It's very spooky for me to just play it with a guitar because obviously I don't play guitar in the band. So I'm just kind of freestyling for today because I'm the only one here.
If you wouldn't have said anything, no one would have ever thought second about that. You know, the guitar went well with the vocals. The song was well written. It was well performed. I think you made some fans tonight.
Big time. And again, remember I was telling you about that chord? Yes, that chord,
That
you
one.
go to it and yes.
Yeah.
When you go to it, it's and you put the pause of your rests in, and you have such a powerful voice. All right, I'm gonna shut up because I'll just keep talking. I gotta get Remy in here too. Remy and Nick, I'm letting you two take off. I'm coming back at the end.
I'm only laughing because when you played that chord, I was like, Jimmy is gonna love that chord if he hasn't played it already.
No, so well.
Such a Jimmy chord. It was beautiful. Really, honestly, you rocked it.
Oh, cheers.
And
Thank you.
nice to meet you, by the way. But
Yeah, hello.
you killed it. It was beautiful, man. Thank you for
Oh,
that.
thank you. No, thanks for having me on. I mean, it's crazy that yeah, we're so far away, yet talking to each other right now on the same show.
That's what's so wonderful about the show, you know.
Yeah, and we appreciate you
So
sticking
far
around
away.
with the time difference and everything into account. But speaking of your wonderful music, there is rumor that there's a new single on the horizon. Can you tell us a little bit about the recording experience and about what the song might mean, or just about the song in general?
Yeah, for sure. So we actually went on a little expedition as a band just before Christmas to the beautiful Dorset countryside, and we hired out this barn conversion, and we just basically bought all the recording equipment that we had, and met up with our great producer Bradley, who did our single that came out last year, Hold On. Don't know if you listened to it, but yeah, he produced that, and he's fucking awesome, really cool, and he knows exactly how we want to sound. And we ended up recording I think 5 tracks with him over the long weekend that we were there. So now we're just kind of planning a strategy of what we're going to release first. But our next single, I can't give you an exact date, unfortunately. Oh, sorry, my phone is just playing up. But we have just recorded the music video for it, so I don't think it's going to be too long. I think probably within the next month or two, it's coming.
Awesome.
Very awesome. Can I ask you a quick question about the stuff that's behind you? Just because, like, I'm that person. So,
Yeah, sure.
you have, are those like framed posters? And what are those faces? I'm like very interested in what you got going on behind you.
I'm going to flip you around so you can have a quick look. My boyfriend is going to absolutely love this because these are mostly his. So,
Of course.
how do I even turn the camera around? I don't
No,
think
you're,
I can.
I mean, you're fine the way you're showing it.
So yeah,
All the
sorry if it's a bit
Beatles.
wonky.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
And what are
I'm
those
like-
faces?
They're like, you know, like see no evil, speak no evil, hear no
Oh,
evil.
very
Kind of
cool.
but one's missing. So we all talk evil in this
I
house.
was gonna say, well, you said it before I could. No, those are really awesome. Thanks,
Hey.
thank you for sharing that. I was
No, cheers. No, thank you for having me on. And it's fun.
And I gotta say, you mentioned you might be coming to the States.
Yes, actually, we're hoping September. I mean, it's been a kind of plan that we've been pushing forward for various reasons of different things going on in all of our lives. But we finally set a date that September is when we're going to do it, and I think we're going to head to New York firstly, and then just sort of see where the wind takes us. We've got a couple of shows that we've been offered to play in New York, so that is
Nice.
bang on. I mean, I can't wait. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop, you know. Like if they talk about going to America, I'm like, yes, let's go, like 100%. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, awesome. And I feel bad, but we are at the end of our time. So real quick, everyone put September on your calendar. Go follow In Solace right now so that you can know when they're coming and where they're going. I'm going to try to be there as best as I can because I'm right outside of New York. So that's awesome. But real quick, is there anything else you want to shout out before you go?
No, just, I mean, I think if Sam and Anya and Connor are watching, hello, I hope I did you guys proud. And yeah, to all my mates watching, hello. And yeah, if you want to check us out on any socials, we are In Solace UK Band on a lot of things. But if you just type in Solace, we'll come up. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and all them other juicy things there. So yeah.
Awesome. I love it. It was so great to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And we'll be in touch. We'll talk to you soon. Love to get you on again.
Cheers, mate. Have a good
Great
one.
to
I'm
meet
off to
you.
bed
Thank
because
you
it's
so much.
very late.
See you later.
Take care.
All right, guys, I'm getting rid of you two. I love you guys. Guys, if you're just tuning in, that was Thieriot Joe. I got the links right now for Millie's band that was just on. They are awesome. Go follow them. All right, I'm jumping over to my next guest. He's been hanging out backstage. Hunter, are you there? Oh, no. I'd say I see his image. Nick, oh, there he is. What's up, brother?
Sometimes it's the easiest buttons that keep you out, you know? It's like, oh, unmute your camera and your microphone. You should be good.
Hey, as long as we're there, that's all that matters. Hey, did you see that last performance or what?
That was fantastic.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're fantastic too. I honestly was saying to Nick, I'm like, Nick, I think this is our best performance show. So trust me, everyone, you're going to love Hunters just as much. Really exciting, man. So, dude, how the hell are you? What's been going on, man? We were just in UK. Now we're in Ontario. What's going on?
I know. I was laughing at how awesome it is to have everybody kind of connected so easily in a sense where, I mean, I don't know how to make any of this stuff, but easily in the way that, you know, we can all just be on the same platform and hanging out with the, you know, the UK, the States, Canada, and it's very cool. So
I love it. The world got a lot smaller over these past 2 years. And I guess if the only good thing that really came about it was, you know, this online world was born. And I've been able to meet so many cool people from so many places now. So I'm excited, man. So I was going to ask you, tell us a bit about your music and what do you sound like?
Yeah, I've been playing music for quite a while now. I started playing guitar when I was 16. So just about over 10 years now that I've been kind of just, you know, playing music. But I started playing in a band maybe about 8 years ago, and you know, things kind of we did a lot of things, learned a lot of stuff from it, but we all kind of fizzled out, went our separate ways. And so I sort of started a project under my own name, just under Hunter Sheridan, with playing music, because I thought it would be a nice platform to just kind of put everything that I like to write, but also have the freedom to collaborate with other sort of sounds and styles and stuff. So I have the kind of music I like to write is within like alternative folk music, a singer-songwriter, stripping it down to an acoustic or like building it up super with a whole band or something. But at the same time, I also like to mess around with that production aspect where there's not necessarily any performers, but you sort of just have samples or plugins and things to kind of just highlight a beat and a storyline and a vocal melody. So that's kind of what I've started along the line of the solo project of under my name.
I love it. Yeah, I was going to say I got a little bit of a preview of it before, and I could see all those influences that you mentioned. Like there was this nice airiness to it. I felt like it was floating a little bit. It was really, really well done. And you got like the nice touches on your gear. So we got some good audio sound. I was really impressed with it, man. And what about the meanings of the songs? Like, is it personal stuff? Is it, you know, is it some funny story? Like, how do you come up with that?
Yeah, you know what? I used to kind of only strictly write to things that I knew personally, because I felt that was really the only authentic way I could write and actually kind of like take it personally and mean it, what I was saying. But along the lines in the last few years, I started enjoying kind of taking perspectives of a character in a book, you know, even within a couple lines that I enjoyed reading, or a scenario that I thought was, you know, not necessarily something that I had lived, but something I could kind of see around my perspective. So I like to kind of keep things close to home, whether that's a story I've read or something I've experienced, but those kind of things are typically what I like to write about.
I think that's an interesting way too, to like almost like you're writing a story in a sense where you could create a character and, you know, write a story about them, but kind of with the song. And you just kind of gave me a good idea. I'm like, that's some good stuff going on, man. That's awesome. And now do you take this because if it's just you, do you take this live? Are you doing it at performances, or is it mostly just online?
That's the trickiest thing, right? Is I work with a couple of friends, bandmates, along with all the music, and so we'll take an acoustic idea and flesh it out into, it could be a 6-piece band playing it, and occasionally we get to do shows like that where we'll play at a theater or a stage or something where we actually get to have 6 members and we get to play the whole song along with a track or something. But for the most part, just in terms of how tricky it can be to book everybody and set up the time to practice everything and have everything, perfect for a performance, I usually do things acoustically right now. But my vision for the future is to have more of those collaborations. I like to have a dynamic performance where it could be a trio, a solo, or a full band, and the songs are still there,
Oh, I love it. And I think you're going to do great with or without that, because we're about to hear it right now about how good it sounds as is. So everyone's going to enjoy it. I'm going to get out of here and I'll be right back. Are you going to do 1 or 2?
I could do 2 if that's cool.
Let's do
I have my
2.
second guitar ready to go.
You got it. I'll be back at the end.
All right, I won't take too long. I'll play a couple of songs off of my album I put out as the pandemic started. So we had a whole Canada tour set, and then the pandemic hit, canceled it, put out the album. Now we're on album 2, but I'll play a couple songs from that first album there. This is the opening track called Better Than Yesterday. Tell you every detail of the Saturday night, just a little past 11, when your life mixed in with mine. And let me turn back the page, name and a number on the stage, wishing on the stars above, but I know better. Waiting on the sun to shine for better weather. Yeah, 'cause I got mine and you've got yours. This is life, always fighting for us. I know you like you know me, better than yesterday. Always better than yesterday. It's like I'm reading this story, page after page, as if anything could happen any other way. Let me turn back to say your true colors radiate. I'm wishing on the stars above, but I know better. Waiting on the sun to shine for better weather. Yeah, 'cause I got mine and you got yours. This is life, always fighting for us. I know you like you know me, better than yesterday. You and I could take this on our own. You know that you'll never be alone. You and I can take this on our own. Never alone. Wishing on the stars above, I know better. Waiting on the sun to shine for better weather. 'Cause I got mine and you got yours. This is life, always fighting for us. I know you like you know me, better than yesterday. Always better than yesterday. right, this is actually the first release from that exact same album called Life is a Dream. This one's called Skin and Bones. And the last track is kind of more of one of those full band songs. But this one, when you hear it online, it's just a couple more additions to it. It's pretty much a stripped back acoustic song. So, all right, thanks for letting me play a couple tunes here. Walking down the road on a Saturday night as I'm feeling unsteady, I'm losing my mind. You said without you is you're where I've been. Looking for a way, oh, out of this place, but it seems I'm bound. I've lost my way. You said without you is you're where I've been. All that I know is that I'm just made of skin and bones. All that I see is a man that I've made out to be. All that I know is that I'm just made of skin and bones. I don't know why, but I can't think twice, and the moments all pass like a carousel ride. You said without you is you're where I've been. Blue skies, sunrise, fade away, and all I see is moonlight. Yeah, where am I? All that I know is that I'm just made of skin and bones. All that I see is a man that I've made out to be. And all that I know is that I'm just made ooh, of skin and bones. Of skin and bones.
Woo! Yeah, I didn't want to come in a second early to hear that end of that note just right, bro. Dude, you have such awesome, nice songs, man. Like, you definitely have such a genre sound going on. Like, bro, you're doing it right, man. You got beautiful little melodies, bro. It's like I'm floating in air, dude. I love it, man. Great job.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that.
And I got to bring Nick in, too. I know he's loving it. He's back there with his lighter. I thought he was going to light his on fire. I was sorry about him.
Nick, thanks for having me on. Thanks for reaching out to get me on the show, man. I appreciate this, you guys.
Of course, Hunter. It's our pleasure. We really appreciate you being out here. Like Jimmy said, between the music and your voice, it's just fantastic. It's a great compliment between the two of them. You're a fantastic songwriter, and everything you did tonight was very catchy.
Absolutely, dude. I want to compare you to a few artists, but I'm always afraid to. But, like, who do you think who do you like? Not that you sound like anybody, but, like, if I was putting concerts together, I was like, ooh, he would be with them. Like, if I was making my festival, I'm like, yep, I can think of a couple of people. Dude, we gotta get you famous, man. You ready or what?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready to make some cash, make this a full-time gig. It was tough, man, like doing this full-time before the pandemic and then having to stop doing it full-time. And then, streaming numbers, it's hard to get to the point where you can make enough money off of that to not only pay yourself, but to pay producers or other members of the band and stuff, and then the cost of making music as well. So it's tricky, man. And then when they take away all the live performance opportunities, it's like, fuck, what are we gonna do about playing live music or getting other members together to play shows? So as a songwriter myself, where it's basically me and one of my other friends kind of making all the music, it's hard for us to find 4 or 5 other people to round it all out and actually get like a full band show together. So it's tricky, man. It is tricky, but I like to write in a songwriter sort of sense and then kind of build it all from there so that it can kind of retract back to being one instrument and a vocal.
Well,
Nice.
bro, I love it, man. And I'm so sad we actually, because of the 2 songs, it cut down this time a little bit. But we're at the end of our interview, but everyone got to hear some sick songs, man. And, dude, I'm trying to make, like, a compilation of all the live songs from here and just put that video up, dude, because I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the best ones.
That'd be
We
awesome.
got Kevin waiting in the wings right now. He's going to do another sick one. So, Hunter, before we let you go, final thoughts, and what do you want everyone to check out?
I've got a song coming out in a couple months, very, very different to what you just heard. It's totally produced and more in the pop aspect of stuff. It's called Northern Lights. I have a couple clips up on my TikTok and Instagram and stuff. But yeah, I got a lot of releases this year, an album coming out later in the year, diving back and forth with pop and folk stuff and some shows coming up as well. So everything's under huntersheridanmusic.com. And I really appreciate you guys for doing this. I'll come back on the show anytime.
Yeah, dude, we love it. And shout out to Tammy. She says, awesome as always, Hunter. So, Tammy, thank you for tuning in. And I agree. Hunter, you're awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Catch you later, bro. And I know he's smart because he's having a song come out called Northern Lights. We got that song too, baby. You can find it on Spotify under Stereo J.O. But real quick, you better check out Hunter right now before Nick comes and raids your village. Got his links right down there below. Anyway, you're awesome, Hunter. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going back to the one and only, the man with the guitar in his hand, Mr. Kevin Horan. Kevin,
Hey,
I love that Stand By Me before I started crying in my tissues. That's why I was like late coming back on. Bro, you are freaking on fire tonight. I hope I didn't cut you off a second song. But anyway, we got a killer song coming up now. Guys, give it up for Kevin Horan. You better follow him too. Oh no, wrong button. There we go.
Hey, that guy Hunter was really good, and he's got a badass name too, Hunter Sheridan. He should be famous. You seen yourself in the mirror? There's a reflection that might do you some good. It's the way you think us all inferior. Well, there's no reason you should be so cold. It's all the same to you. Well, the rest of us must rearrange what we think, how we are, and everything we do. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh, oh. If you see the cracks are getting clearer, don't mistake yourself as understood. Broken pieces you collect and save, throw them back because they're not the same, yeah. Take the wrong way out. What's the reason now? Have you not been more than is this all that you need? Yeah, yeah, what more could you need? Yeah, whoa, yeah, oh. Take a look, all the lines are the same. It's a wonder you could be this way. Burn your bridges and we'll break them down, bend you over when we stick your crown. Well, it's all the same to you. Well, the rest of us must rearrange what we think, how we feel, and from where we came. Take the wrong way out. What's your reason now? Have you not made more than is this all that you eat? Oh yeah, no, what more could you need? Have you seen yourself in the mirror? Looking back at his favorite album, yeah! Take the wrong way out. What's the reason now? Have you not made more than enough? Is this all that you eat? Yeah, oh, well, what more could you need? Yeah, yeah, take the wrong way. Oh, yeah, take the wrong way. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, baby. That's Kevin Horan. Kevin, man, you are killing these performances, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Dude, I'm in love with it, man. And guys, you're not going to want to miss Kevin. He's our featured guest tonight. He's going to be coming back in just a little bit. We're going to be talking more and hearing more of that beautiful voice, dude. You're on fire, man. You're killing it, bro.
Thanks, dude.
Dude, we're going to be back with Kevin Horan. But in the meantime, I got to go to Nick the Viking real quick. Nick, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just back here enjoying all the performances tonight. So far, the first half of our guests have really put the bar up there high, but I think everyone is really going to exceed that. If you aren't already subscribed, now's a great time to do so. Hit that like button. Even invite some friends to check it out because we got some more performances, we got some more interviews, and we've only just begun. This is first episode of the season.
I can't wait. And now I'm going to put Remy on the spot.
Oh no! Why?
Yeah, the Remy.
Why me?
All right. So far, out of all their performances, what has been your favorite one so far?
Tonight, or in general?
Tonight.
Well, obviously Kevin.
Oh, now go.
Great. He's just great. I'm sorry to everybody else who was on. They were all great too. But
That's it, guys. Remy said keep practicing.
do not. I know where you live, Jimmy. I'm coming for you. All right. The next thing you're going to see on air is me strangling Jimmy in his living room.
Lock your
That
door.
would make history. Are you kidding? Please. Listen,
Unlock your door.
I'm going to go unlock your door, next artist. Please come in here and do that. Are you kidding? Nick, don't stop it at all, please. No. Honestly, I think the reason I asked you is because I couldn't pick one. I really thought everybody was great. Hunter's got these smooth songs. Millie had that powerful voice, and then Kevin's just.
And Remy's an asshole.
No.
I'm just messing with you.
Remy has a baby that she didn't name after me. Damn it! I'm so sad about
Yes,
that.
her name is not Jamie.
Jamie.
Just as what you name her, Jimmy.
Hey.
He doesn't realize that I'm talking on air right now. So
I love it. That's Papa Bear in the background. Dad, I want to hug you. I love you. Guys, this is so exciting. All right, I gotta go. I got a guest. I'll be back, guys. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are going all the way. We were just in Canada. See you next time. It was great visiting. Nick, I'll see you later. Get ready for your next raid. All right, now I'm headed to New York. Let me get all my cool gear. All right, hold on. No, I'm kidding you. Guys, I'm so excited. We got another awesome guest for you tonight, honestly, and I'm going to get the name right. We got India Thieriot coming on the show right now. She is a piano player, and she's got a really cool story, actually. Very impressive. So let's get her on the show. Please welcome India. What's going on?
Hello, how are you?
Listen, you're my freaking hero. I wish I did what you did like a million years ago, 2 years ago, because I'm just 2 years older than you. Yeah, right. No, but honestly, you're so smart. I was so excited. But anyway, before I spill all the beans about everything, how the heck are you?
I am good. I am hoping that you can hear me okay because I switched rooms since sound check and there's a loud band next to me. But I'm doing well. I'm just kind of living the dream in New York.
I love it. Well, you sound good so far, so you should be okay.
Okay.
And yeah, and you're in New York, and I don't know what we could share from your story earlier, but it was really interesting. And whatever part of that you want to share right now, you had a really cool history, and I'm really not envious, but proud of you. Like, it's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. So a little bit about what I was saying earlier. I moved to New York in September, and I graduated from college in May. And I studied production and sound engineering and had an internship the summer before my senior year that kind of made me realize that I don't want to do that and that it's a little bit too technical. And that was partly kind of a cop-out for being too scared to go for the musician thing full-time because obviously there's less security in that. But I moved to New York kind of with the intention of finding a job on the more industry side of things and was hoping to like maybe still pursue the artist thing on the side. But a lot of people were telling me that it's really hard to do both and like really give your heart to being a musician if you also have a full 9-to-5 job. So I decided that I was just going to go for it and have my little side hustles for a little bit and see where it takes me. So that's where I'm at right now.
I love it. And I think that's so brilliant. I mean, you have the time, you have the talent, you have the skill, which people are going to be able to hear in a little bit, which I'm so excited about. And it seems like you have some really great songs too. I mean, I love it. Now, do you just play piano or not just, but do you play piano? Do you play any other instruments too?
Yeah, I started writing songs on guitar, and I feel like that's been my main instrument. And honestly, I don't really even consider myself a piano player. I feel like I know just enough to accompany myself, and I'm like self-taught. I never took lessons as a kid or anything. But since moving to New York, my songwriting has kind of changed from like writing acoustically on piano and guitar to mostly writing to beats. I've been working with one producer since I moved here, and we've, I think, made an awesome team because he'll just like send me things and I'm able to give him feedback. And then I think my strong suit is writing melodies and lyrics, and so I can kind of focus on that once I already have like the musical element taken care of.
That's awesome. And I do love the chords you were putting in the background when you were singing before. I really did enjoy them. Like I was like, ooh. So I could tell you're probably good at the melody and all that stuff. It's really awesome. And I love it. You're just going for it, which is what I recommend for any artist out there. Live your dream. No one's just going to show up and offer it to you one day. So you got to go out and get it. And you're like legitly like, I'm doing this. I'm going to the big city and I'm going all in, and I love it. And do you have any advice for anyone who's considering something like that?
I feel like my biggest thing when I started was like getting over the sort of awkwardness of being like a starting out artist, because it's definitely weird to be like promoting yourself all the time and like in little ways, but like even literally just telling like my workout instructor like, oh, I have like a song that might fit for your playlist, like that's how you build, I think, fans, is like targeting individual people who like will care about your music. And at first I was like really scared about doing that, and even posting like TikToks is really weird when you're not like getting views at first. But another piece of advice that I've been told a lot is like it's only weird until something comes of it. And also like if anyone really thinks it's that weird, then like I shouldn't care. so just getting over that awkwardness and like doing what I love.
Yeah, because if anyone thinks it's weird, they just won't come back, and then who cares?
Yeah,
You get the next person that does.
Yeah.
And they're gonna care. Trust me, you're really talented. I really love what you got going on. Speaking of which, I'm gonna shut up for a minute and then let you get to that because I'm so excited to hear it, and then we'll back and talk about it.
Okay, awesome.
All right, see.
So this song is called The History Project. Slow it down. Nowadays, I feel like we're all just moving so aimlessly around. When was the last time you went to bed without these thoughts swarming your head and just drowned? I know you're tired and you're lonely and defeated. It'll be okay, I'm not just saying that. This time I can feel it. I know. Some days it seems impossible. Take it one breath at a time. Know that some days it's okay to cry. You've been making plans. Your brain is going at 100 miles a minute. Just put those thoughts aside for one more night. Everything will be alright. I know you're tired and you're lonely and defeated. It'll be okay, I'm not just saying that. This time I can feel it. I know. Some days it seems impossible. Take it one breath at a time. Know that some days it's okay to cry. We're all living in a history project, this thing called life. Someday some little kid might talk about us. Let's make sure that it's in a good light. I know you're tired and you're lonely and defeated. It'll be okay, I'm not just saying that. This time I can feel it.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love your melodies, like you were saying. Really nice job.
Thank you so much.
I love it. Yeah. Oh my God. And I love those chords underneath. Like I was saying, I don't know what you're hitting. I don't know piano well enough to like call out the chords, but it's really nice. It's like it's simple, but it's so sweet what you're doing underneath. And now, if you were to perform that, would you normally have that with the guitar? Like, I know you just performed it now, but like, because I know to bring out a keyboard for one or two songs, you might just have a guitar.
Yeah, I think definitely performing it live. I wouldn't be playing the keyboard myself just because I like to focus on singing more when I'm performing and don't feel like I'm a strong enough keyboard player to really perform live. But with the shows that I've been doing in New York, it's mostly been me and a keyboard player who is also my producer. And for some shows, I've brought on a guitar player, and I'm hoping to get a drummer on for my next show. But I think it kind of depends. Every show, the venue.
Yeah, you have the room. Is it going to be too loud? Then you got to get the rest of the gear to compete with the drummer. I love it.
Yeah.
Let me bring my co-host Remy on real quick.
Awesome.
Remy.
Hey, that was so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I think I was tearing up. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
I was just sitting here like, okay, it's enough, no more. No,
I've done my job then.
Yeah, no, I mean, you've done your job and more. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Where in New York have you been playing? If Jimmy already asked that, you can ignore my question.
I've been playing Rockwood a little bit, which is like a small venue here with 3 stages. I think I've done like 3 shows there.
Rockwood's a great venue. No, don't downplay it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know compared to like a lot of venues in New York, it's a small venue, but that's a great venue.
but no, that's been honestly my favorite venue that I've performed at. I've also played at the Delancey.
Yeah, I love the Delancey.
Yeah, no, the Delancey's awesome.
That's great.
Brooklyn Music Kitchen, which is like a newer venue.
Oh,
But
cool.
yeah, I'm hoping to like get comfortable with that sort of size of crowd.
Yeah.
And then maybe graduate to like Mercury Lounge type, little bit bigger venue.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we had a question. What was that last song called?
That is called The History Project. And right now it's unreleased, but I think I'm planning on recording it at some point in the next couple of months.
Boom. I love it. Yeah, because you got a fan out here. I love it.
Yes. Love it.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't know what Jimmy just dropped.
I know. Something just fell real quick. I'm like, oh, shit.
It was a stink bug on his microphone. Dropped it all.
Yo, that thing disappeared. I forgot about it. Great. It's somewhere in here. You know what? Let me bring on Nick the Viking too.
Someone send backup. India, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm looking for.
Pleasure to meet you too.
You did great tonight. Your voice is amazing, and we appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
I did have a question. I did a little bit of research and saw that you had helped raise over $20,000 for a cause called Musicians on Call, which made you become the highest individual fundraiser. So can you tell us a little bit about that and how you got involved?
Yeah, so I actually got involved with Musicians on Call in high school because my mom had friends on the board in the more like medical side. And that's how I like learned about the organization. It's a nonprofit that brings musicians bedside to hospital patients. And in talking to some of the board members on the medical side, I asked how I could sort of become involved on the musician side. And I was too young to go in high school and perform bedside because I think you had to be like 18 or over. So I decided I have access to some of the people like on the medical board. I'm too young to perform in the hospitals, but I would love to somehow like perform and donate money just to the organization. And at the time they didn't have a branch in San Francisco yet, which is where I'm from. So I wanted to put money towards bringing a branch to San Francisco. And I did that by having fundraisers at my house, bringing people who donated, and also selling my CDs.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I want to give you a hug. I wish you were close so I could just give you a giant hug.
Oh, virtual.
That is so awesome too. $20,000 for a great cause. That is awesome. And I knew you were good. See, I was telling everybody. No, that's awesome.
I know. Now Jimmy's gonna make me choose my new favorite, and like I don't even ask.
I know. I do it to Remy every week. I'm surprised she's still my friend. But
I'm surprised I'm still his friend too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I have to pay her a lot. Trust me. No. So I was gonna say, what is next for you, and what are you planning on doing next?
Yeah. So right now I'm sitting on like 12 unreleased songs that I've recorded with my producer since moving to New York, and I think I'm releasing the next one May 16th. So that'll be the next thing. And then I released a song on April 8th that I filmed a music video for, which was my first music video. And I think I'm releasing that like within the next 2 weeks. So those are the two like short-term things that I'm working on. And then bigger picture, I'm hoping to just like take the summer to collaborate with as many people as possible and try to build more of my fan base here in New York.
That's awesome. That's exactly what to do. And didn't I tell you Nick asked the smart questions? Yeah, I wasn't kidding. He always asks the good ones. Well, listen, everyone needs to go check India out. Now, listen, do you just play in New York, or do you like maybe go out a little bit further? Like New Jersey's not that bad. You should be able to come here.
Yeah, I haven't considered it, but I'm very much open to it. So
Debonair Music Hall in Teaneck's not that shitty in comparison to where you've been playing.
What's it called?
It's called Debonair Music Hall.
Okay, cool. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, message us and we'll send you.
Yeah, I was gonna say hit me up. I'll talk. Well,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Talk to me first. Forget that. No. Yeah, no, really. But yeah, contact us now.
thing.
Forget about it. You know what I mean? I got my track shoe on. We're gonna start running around everywhere. You know what I mean? Forget about it. Look, I gotta go get some men's shoes from somebody. You know, they owe me some money. Forget about it. All right, listen, I'm just kidding you. But thank you so much for coming on the show. And where should everyone go find you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm on all major streaming platforms, so Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and it's just India Thieriot, Thieriot. And I'm also on Instagram. My handle is Indy, Indy, Lou, Lou, Thieriot, Thieriot.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on. It was an absolute pleasure. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. And we'll be in touch soon. And send us that video when you get it, because we'll play it for you.
Definitely. It was my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Oh, it was lovely to meet you. Thank you.
So good to meet you.
Nice
Thank
meeting
you so much.
We'll
Bye.
see you later. Bye. Guys, it took everything in me, just so you know, when she was talking about bedside, I was going to say how Nick performed bedside, and it took everything in for me to not say anything.
I knew it. I saw your face and I was like, oh God.
I got to be good. I know. All right. I got to let you two go. I got another person hanging out. I'll be right back. Love you guys. All right. That was India coming from New York. She was awesome. Go follow her. Go help an artist out. Really, she's risking it all to try and make it. So the least you could do is go give her a follower and a listen. Come on now. All right. Well, now we're switching it from the big city and we're going down the south to Oklahoma, baby. We're hanging out with my boy Roy. Guys, he's in a band called Over the Cliff. He's doing an awesome performance as well. I can't wait. So let's welcome Roy to the show right now.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Not a lot. Excited to be here tonight.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, man. I was enjoying the sound check before, and I was loving what we were getting. I was telling everyone, we got a killer show, man. Your performance is going to light it up, too.
Thank you, brother.
So what's been going on down in Oklahoma?
Not a lot. Just enjoying the music. Work. Working on the music. Writing a lot of music, and got some material coming this week, as a matter of fact. Also released one last week, which I'm going to do today, and going to release one on Friday.
Awesome. All right, so we got you on at the perfect time then.
Yes.
That's awesome. And then any one of your songs in particular that's one of your favorites, or just a funny story about how it came about?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just write from my heart is what I do all the time. Say everything that just comes natural to me, and life experiences and things like that, going through things.
I love it. And do you also perform covers as well, or is it just originals?
Yes. No, I do covers also. I do.
Is there like one artist in particular that you're like doing their songs is a little bit easier for me, or like, you know, one artist that just gives you a hard time, but you got to play it anyway?
All the time. It would be Journey. Love Journey. As a kid, 7 years old, I began to stand in front of the mirror and always loved Steve Perry. I would take a comb in front of the mirror and I would sing, and would love to do Open Arms. And as a matter of fact, the first song that I played on the piano was Faithfully by Journey. And just always enjoyed Steve Perry.
That's awesome. And what a great singer to try to emulate. So that's probably why you have such good pipes, because you were singing Steve Perry the whole time.
I love it.
Now just totally off topic. Have you seen the new singer for Journey, or?
Yes, I have. Yes. Arnell, wonderful singer. I love Arnell. He does a great job for him. Been in there, hung in there, and is doing a fantastic job for him.
Yeah, I heard he was really, really good singer, and kind of did a good job in Steve's absence, which is not easy to do, as you know.
That's right. It's hard to fill his shoes for sure.
I love it. So you say you got a bunch of songs coming out and releasing. Now, like, what's the scene down like in Oklahoma? I mean, I'm never even thought about it necessarily. Like, is there do you play? Like, what do you got there? Like, I know you got a lot of stuff, but is it like bar venues, or is it like, just exclusively music venues? What's it like down there?
You've got a lot of bars, and also you got a lot of casinos down here also. A lot of casinos. Cherokee casinos, River Spirit. You got Hard Rock Casino, and then all the casinos around the Tulsa area.
So it's a pretty happening scene then.
It is. It is. It's fantastic, as a matter of fact. Great for musicians.
No kidding. Yeah, I want to head down that way. You know, I got to get my fan base a little bit bigger. But yeah, I would love to head down that way. And what's the food like down there? We got good food or what?
Fantastic. It's wonderful. Fantastic.
I'm ready. All right. Listen, Nick, let's book it. We're going to visit Roy. I love it. Yeah, and I was going to say, so what else is going on?
Nothing, just getting ready for some music and getting ready to do the music. Just love it. Doing a lot of TikTok, doing a lot of things like that. So I'm just enjoying it.
Oh, cool. So yeah, you're everywhere then. All right, well, awesome. Well, let's get to this song, and I'll be right back at the end with the rest of the gang.
Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything I ever need, all I ever wanted to be. Oh, but baby, you're my everything. Oh, baby, you're my everything.
Yeah, brother Roy, that was awesome, man.
Thank you, brother.
Dude, you got such a powerful voice and awesome vibrato there and such control. I could tell you were studying with Steve there.
I love him. I do. I love Steve.
Dude, well, you are freaking did a great job with, I mean, such power and control. I wish I could sing half as good as you, man. And then
Thank
that
you, brother.
guitar, really tender. I was going to ask you, like, who are some of your guitar influences?
Well, actually, the guitar influences would be actually Neil Sean. I love Neil. I love watching him play. I love listening to him play. And Brad Paisley also, and then Vince Gill for sure.
Yeah, I love it, man, and I love the backing track there too. It was nice. It was all good together.
Thank
All right,
you.
let me bring the crew in. I got Remy popping in right now. Remy, and I got Nick too. What's up, guys?
Hello, guys.
Remy, I don't hear you.
I said, of course not, because I'm muted. Sorry, I apologize.
Hey, Roy, that was amazing. Between the guitar work and the vocals, both of those were phenomenal on their own. I have no idea how you do that together.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, it was really beautiful. And I mean, I'm going to be the one to say it. When you were playing that guitar, I noticed that great pinky stretch. You have a great pinky stretch. I'm going to say it, whatever. I played bass, so as a bassist, when we notice those things.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You had mentioned some of your platforms that you post to, and you even mentioned TikTok quickly. I did notice that some of your posts do have quite a few hits. Do you have any tips for people that may be new to TikTok or thinking about jumping into that whole music world on TikTok?
Just keep on practicing and stretching those vocals for sure, because the vocals is what I was really aiming for and always have aimed for. And I just want to cut one and just make it in the world. I'm all over the place, so I'm a mixture of everything.
Well, I think the stream froze a tiny bit real quick.
Is it me?
I thought it was me too.
Me too. I'm like, I was like sitting still. I'm like, wait.
Okay, here we go.
We're back.
There we are.
Okay.
Welcome
We're
back.
baby. So wait, where were we at? I was off screen. I'm popping back.
Do you want to take us back about 20 seconds?
Sure. I just say go ahead, continue to practice.
Agreed.
Vocal wise, just continue to practice. It's very important, and I've spent many years, all my life, working for something like this to actually come about. And I'm very versatile. I love all types of music. I love doing rock. I love doing R&B. Do Boys to Men and George Michael, the Bee Gees.
Yes.
I always love to do Bee Gees, and people always like for me to do Prince also.
Oh,
So
awesome.
I love a variety of music, and so I want to incorporate that actually into one eventually.
And I know you said you just mentioned basically every genre, but aside from country, if you had to pick, what would you choose?
If I had to pick, it would actually be rock actually to R&B. Yeah, if I had to pick, it'd be rock.
Yeah,
I've wanted your journey. I would love to do Steve Perry.
Nice.
You should go for it. You mentioned a lot of artists that you covered, and all of which have insane ranges. And I listened to all of those videos that you did, and you hit them. So you should go for it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's what I want. That's what I want to do. I want to at least write some songs in those octaves there, in ranges to bring the old stuff back. Actually,
Nice.
I've been looking at some bread. I'm about possibly doing some bread. Seeing about that.
Nice.
Oh, that would be cool. And real quick, I want to give a shout out. Bob said, "Hey, that was great, Roy." Cynthia said, "Great job." Terry said, "Really peaceful song," and Terry also said, "How many hits on your new song?"
How many hits on my new song? We almost have 7,000.
Wow.
7,000 in 72 hours.
That's
Damn.
great.
That is awesome. And I got to ask you the most important question that these two didn't pick up on. But you
Uh-oh.
mentioned that you did Boys to Men. What song do you do by them?
I'll make love to you.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
didn't
one.
ask for a reason. I thought, Motown Philly, perhaps.
Could do it. Me and the boys back in high school. Actually, we done a lot of singing back in high school, and would sing actually on the radio. Actually, we were doing that at one point in time. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday, and we had a trill, and it was wonderful.
That's awesome.
That is such a great song, and I can see the vocals matching up for that. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I love
Yes.
it that you do a little bit of everything. That's really cool. And sadly, it is that time of the night, man. Nick, we got to find out how to make this show longer, man. I'm just starting to get to know Roy, and now I got to say goodbye to him, man.
I know. Sad.
Well, brother, it was so nice to meet you, man. I hope we could ever meet up one day. That would be awesome, dude. But in the meantime, you mentioned it before, but where should everyone go find you?
You can find me on Facebook under Roy Bingham, or also you can find me under over the cliff, and also you can find me on Instagram
All right.
under Roy Bingham, and on TikTok for sure under Roy Bingham 991.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and we got to get you back, and we got to talk real soon.
Perfect.
Nice to meet you.
Thank
Roy.
you guys.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure, Roy.
Pleasure
Roy,
to
you're
meet
the
you.
man. Have a great night.
Y'all.
Guys, this was a killer show, man, and we're not even done. We're going to the main event, but you guys are killing it. I love you guys. I'm bringing you right back for Kevin real quick.
All right.
But I'll see you in just a little bit. And anyway, there we go. Guys, go follow Roy right now. I got his links up there still right now. He's an awesome guy down in Oklahoma. I love that, man. And he does all the songs. You can't beat that. He does a little bit of everything, which is really cool. Prince, that's awesome, man. I couldn't pull Prince off, let alone any of those singers, he said. Steve Perry. I can't even sing. I'm lucky if I could do Bob Dylan. But anyway, guys, we got an awesome singer coming up. He's been freaking playing. He said the last 4 nights he's been gigging. This guy's a hard worker, and he's a music teacher. He's one of the coolest dudes I knew from New England. Let's get him back on the show. The one and only Kevin Horan.
Hey, it's
What's up,
so
man?
hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Hey, ooh. One day we're gonna do that together, Jimmy.
Dude, I love it. I better be on auto-tune, otherwise I'm going to screw it all up.
Hello.
Bro, man, you are doing so many things right now. It's not even funny. You are everywhere, bro. This we should have titled the episode Kevin Horan Takes Over America. I love it, bro. Well, what have you been up to since we last talked?
Oh, man. I don't remember the last time we talked. It was probably sometime last year, I guess. I've been busy teaching. I actually work at a school during the day, so I work in a 4th grade classroom, so that's pretty wild. I'm Mr. Horan in the back corner with the long hair and plays rock music. And then,
Wait, I've been saying your name wrong the whole time? Horan? And I'm saying Horan?
Oh, I don't even notice anymore. People have been doing it to me for 40 years, man. I don't know. I didn't even notice.
You mean 20 years? You're only 20.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Dude, the one thing I know about us is we have extreme musical similarity, loveness. You're the man. You're my favorite person for that. Favorite guest. No, man, you're awesome, dude. So I'm sorry, I interrupted you. You were telling me everything going on. You're 4th grade.
Yeah, so I have fun doing that each day. I work in a classroom with the classroom teacher, and that's kind of an amazing experience on a daily basis. But then on top of that, I run out of class and I go and I give my own private guitar lessons and drum lessons and songwriting lessons, and I've been teaching a guitar class in a town, a couple towns over, and then on top of that, on the weekends, I'm running around playing gigs all over southern New Hampshire and Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and then this week I've been kind of on a bit of my first acoustic tour, so it's just been kind of basically just doing a lot of things that I love doing, but it's a lot. It is a lot, so I'm a little tired.
I've seen some of the clips of you, with your lessons and whatnot, and you look like one of the most fun teachers I've ever seen. So your students are lucky; they probably learn a lot, and they probably have a lot of fun, which is not easy to do.
I hope so. I hope so. I do try to make it fun for them.
And now you do it all. You got an acoustic thing that you're doing. As you mentioned, you're on an acoustic tour, and you also have a band.
Mhm.
I love them both. I've listened to both. I mean, you're like Dave in that sense that you could do it alone or you could do it with the band. Do you have more fun doing one, or they both have their own rewards?
Yeah, I mean, there's because I do so many different things with it. Like I was just kind of thinking earlier about like the tour that I'm doing right now itself is like it's an amalgamation of all these different. Like I play bars, I play like I played a museum. I'm playing a couple of music venues, one of which was with my band, and so it's just like and then I'm playing a couple of breweries. So it's like kind of like all these things that I've always done, just kind of wrapped into one thing. So it's kind of fun to do it that way. But of course, getting up on stage with my band and actually getting to move around and feed off of other musicians, and also just I think my band's a kick-ass band, so I just like to sit back and just kind of watch them do their thing as a whole anyway. So so there's a lot of soul-filling things that happen when I play with the band, but it's still cool to get out and do my own thing. It's I like to tell stories and do that kind of stuff in between, so it's fun.
Yeah, how would you do like what's the difference when you're preparing for a solo type of show as a musician versus with the band? Do you have a different practice procedure? Do you craft your songs a different way? Like, normally the band could buy me time here while I'm tuning. Now I'll tell a story. Like, what's the process for that?
Yeah, I guess a little bit. Yeah, I there's a looseness when I play something like a brewery by myself, and you kind of have to feel out the situation in the crowd and the people, and are these people here to really listen to me talk and tell stories and play music, or do they just want to have some background music tonight, and that's what I'm here to do. And I think now that because I do this on a weekly basis, I've gotten to learn a lot better, like how to gauge that and how to just kind of accept it, and then on the days that I really get to flourish and do the stuff that I like. I mean, I do love telling stories. I think there's and getting people to laugh and in between, and like try to connect the songs that way too by telling some stories that intertwine. There's something fun to be said about that, but yeah, but then just getting up there with that band, man, it's just like man, just hearing my cousin just shred on some solos, and hearing and Brian rip away on the drums and do some cool stuff, and Phil's always doing some mad scientist stuff as well. So yeah, it's a little bit of all of it is great.
Yeah, and speaking a little bit of all of it, that's what you do. You got a lot of originals, you got a lot of covers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever like mix them together and go from an original to a cover, or do you what are you thinking on that?
Yeah, I mean well, we as a band started as a cover band, so I think what we started to really enjoy doing was trying to make the covers a little bit more of our own, and then that's what kind of enveloped into us becoming more of an original band. I mean, we still do a bunch of covers too, but yeah, I enjoy doing covers, but I really like playing the originals because it's just like you had asked a minute ago about like do we frame the songs differently, like when I play solo versus like with the band. Like you mentioned like buying time, like yeah, Mikey might be able to rip a solo for like 2.5 minutes, whereas like nobody wants to see me just sit and play the same 3-4 chord progressions over and over. With me in my head, I hear the guitar solo, everybody just hears me.
Exactly. And it's funny, you mentioned before you weren't sure the last time we talked, and I'm not positive in the last time I talked, but I do remember one specific thought about the last time we talked, and we happened to be talking to one of the coolest musicians ever. But before I get into that, I'm going to bring back the rest of the gang for that, because I'm sure they remember a lot too. That was such a cool time. and I was so happy to sneak you in. But you're going to have to stick around and hear the story, because right now, my man, Kevin, shoot, I was going to say it wrong again.
No, you say it however you like, man.
Kevin the
It's
man.
your show.
Yeah. Kevin Horan. He's going to be performing right now for us. Take it away, baby. Tell me when you're done. Say, Jimmy, cut it. I'm back. In the meantime, this is your show now. This is Stereo Kevin Show.
Uh-oh. All right, I'm gonna mess with my vocal here for 2 seconds. One sec. Little reverb, man. Turned off the reverb for the chat session there. So I mentioned I work in a 4th grade classroom, and we have a lot of fun. And they let me bring my guitar into work once in a while and play for the kids. And I played this song one time, and a couple weeks later, the kids came up and they said, "Hey, Mr. Horan, that song, Qriket, we really like that song. That's our favorite song." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. You listened to some of my tunes. That was your favorite of all of them?" They're like, "No, that's my favorite song I've ever heard." So anyway, I like to play this song for my friends in the 4th grade. This is called Qriket. Feel the weight of the world and break it all down. See through all the little secrets you found and tossed away. Know the reason that you stand here is to see that things can change. Looking through and you can see, yeah, no words we can say. Break through and you can be what they fear will make them lost. Be your one and only hero that stands to pay your cost. Take another minute, wait, see if the notion stays the same. Looking through it, always seem clear. Just to wait another day. If someone fed to you everything you see, it's not the way you knew. Meant it to be, yeah. Take the weight of the world and break it all down, and then you'll see. Make the weight of the world become your own ground, and then we'll be here on our way until we rise. And once we've made it, then we'll look back and we'll say, it's so strange to be alive and feel this free. Take apart all of the pieces you need to right or wrong. Never let it be the reason you feel you don't belong. Take another minute, wait, see, yeah, here's the notion, stay the same. Looking through it, always seem clear. Just wait another day. Now we're on our road, burdens in our head. Make the rest believe, yeah. Oh, well. Ooh, make the rest believe, yeah. Take the weight of the world, break it all down, and then you'll see. Make the weight of the world become the world bound, and then we'll be here on our way until we rise. And once we've made it, then we'll look back and we'll say, it's
so strange to be alive and feel this free. Thank you. That song is called Qriket. That's actually the Stone Road Band. Right at the beginning of this year, we put out an EP that had 5 songs on it, and that is one of them. So you can check that out on all of our streaming platforms out there. The Stone Road Band. It's called the Breakdown EP. I really enjoy playing this song. This is another cover. I know I did one earlier. But I like this song a whole lot, so I hope you do too. I want to tell you about the girl alone. My, she looks so fine, yeah, well, she's the only one that I've been dreaming of. Maybe someday she will be on mine, yeah. Wanna tell her that I love her so, I do it with every touch, yeah, now. I need to tell her she's the only one I really love. Got a woman, one ball all day, yeah. Got a woman, she won't be true, no. Got a woman, stay drunk all the time. Yeah, well, I got a little woman and she won't be true, yeah. Sunday morning when you go down to church, see the men folks standing in line, yes, well, say they come to pray to the Lord. The little girl looks so fine. In the evening when the sun is shining low, they love now, well, all over the town, keep it searching all around, looking for my street corner girl. Yeah, I got a woman, wanna ball all day, yeah. Got a woman and it won't be true, no. Got a woman stay drunk all the time. Yeah, well, I got a little woman and she won't be true, well, in the bars where the men who play guitar, singing, drinking, and remembering the times. And my little lover does a midnight shift, she follows around all the time. I guess it's just a little thing for me to do, gonna pack my bags, move on my way, yeah, now. Cause I got a worried mind, yeah, when what I thought was mine, gonna leave her where the guitars play, yeah. I got a woman who don't be true, no. Yeah, I got a woman in the fall all day, yeah. Got a woman staying drunk all the time. Oh, well, I got a little woman and she won't be true, well, I said she won't be true, no, 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 no. Said she won't be, no, she won't be, yeah, yeah, won't be, no, got a woman that you won't be, hey, what you wanna do, well, I got a woman, no, she won't be true, no way, hey, what you wanna do, well, I got a little woman and it won't be true, yeah, hey, yeah, what you wanna do, gotta give it
Had to get the let out, man. Had to get the let out. All right, so I think I'll do one more. And then I get to talk to Jimmy again and the crew. I hope. I like playing this song a lot. This is a song that I wrote in the woods with my dog Brutus, so I called it Brutus. Oh, hey, yeah, oh, 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 yeah, hey, yeah, oh, yeah, not enough time, but those time exists. Fighting the movement, but I can't resist. A poetry born to a man so sad, seeking to jump in his happy to have. Dreamed up if God one, is it too late or anything? Well, I feel a lot of love and I see a lot of hate going around. We come together just as sinners in a hope to be found. Well, it's easier to stay on the ground. Oh, no, we're never lost, but always deaf, dumb, and down. Want to get along, run along. How? Fighting the fire, but the smoke exists. Quite disconcerting if you don't see what you already missed. Well, it's a shame when you're buried alive. If you don't jump, then you'll never get high. No, won't you take down what you got, then we'll take another leap to the other side. Well, I feel a lot of love, see a lot of hate going around. Come together just as sinners in a hope to be found. Well, it's easier to stay on the ground. Alright, you're never lost, you're never deaf, dumb, bound, yeah. Oh, now, yeah, now, don't you feel safe? Ooh, yeah, don't you feel safe? Ooh, yeah, don't you feel straight? Time, but those time exists. Fighting the movement, but now I can't resist. Well, it's a shame when you're buried alive. You don't know joke, then you never get high. You're gonna take down what you got, then we'll take another leap to the other side. Well, I feel a lot of love, see a lot of hate going around. Come together just as sinners in a hope to be found. Well, it's easier to stay on the ground. Oh, you know we're never lost, but always deaf, dumb, and bound. Yeah, you know it's easier to stay on the ground. We're never lost, but somehow we end up bound. Well, it's easier to stay on the ground. Oh, oh, we're never lost, but always deaf, dumb, and bound.
Free bird, oh, won't you fly high? Free bird, oh, won't you fly high? Free bird, oh, won't you fly high, 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 high? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, then you better get along. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, won't you get along, get along, get along, get along, get along. Well, I think this string spoke for itself. Jimmy, back to you.
Woo! Yo, I have a new artist name for you. It's the artist formerly known as the motherfucking Kevin Horan. Bro, you just fucking crushed that, man.
Thanks, man.
Dude, honestly, from Qriket to Zeppelin to Buddhist, I might be saying that last name wrong.
Brutus, yeah.
Bro, come on, man. Dude, number one, for that last song, you know, Mateo said it right away. Shout out to Mateo. No, that wasn't it. It was immediate yes. And I was feeling that right away. Remy's shaking her head too. I'm bringing you in, Rem. Honestly, right away, I was like, you know, that little intro. Then you just like did that little vocal thing, and it was like the bring, and then it was like, and bro, I don't know, man. You might be adopted, dude. I'm thinking you could be like a mix of like Bob Seger's kid with Dave Matthews' Love's Child. Bro, I love the raspiness of your voice, man.
Yes.
Well, that comes from 4 days of torture.
Is that your E
on
string that
my-
broke? What string is that?
No, it's his G.
Oh, I
D.
can't see from here.
No, it's my D. My D pop.
Oh, your D string.
Let
Sorry.
me turn down my reverb real quick. That was
Yeah,
the effect.
but dude, honestly, bro, great job, Nick. I know you're hanging back there all sad, like a little puppy dog.
No, but he was beautiful. Everything you do was beautiful. Like all of your songs were beautiful. Like,
Oh, thank you very much. That's very
no,
nice.
thank you.
Thank
Really.
you.
You got the falsetto at the right time.
Thank
Very powerful. Like you do a lot of great stuff, man. And Nick, I know you wanted to say something. I'm sorry.
No, you guys are nailing it. And as amazing as the full band is together, dude, you could put on an entire show on your own.
Please do.
You can do it all.
I do every weekend, pretty much.
Boom.
I'm fangirling hard right now. Sorry. Like,
What's that?
no, you're so good. You're great. You're so
Oh, thank
fantastic.
you.
Honestly.
Thank you. Well,
No, thank you, really.
It's nice to be here, and it's nice to see you all again. I hope that you've all been well, and 2022 has been a little better of a year for everybody, I hope, so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, congratulations to you guys. I first off on the new season. Congrats, yay. Which thank you for having me on for the first episode of the new season. But
That wasn't on accident.
No.
We wanted you,
that's
bro.
good. Well, I
Could
begged
they
you.
not
I
have
mean,
chosen you to come on? I mean,
No. We had you on for the show that I'm not talking about yet.
That's
And we
right.
had
Yeah,
you on
yeah.
for this, bro.
Yeah, you guys always. Yeah, I get. I was just talking to the band the other day because we showed up to our gig on Friday. It was a really, really cool venue down in Rhode Island, Kingston, Rhode Island, called Pump House Music Works, and they're doing some really cool stuff there. But they've got some really awesome people that are just kind of collectively working together. Like they've got a photographer that shows up on a regular basis and shoots the artists when they're playing. They also, it turned out they were live streaming the whole thing. So it's just it's cool to see those things, starting to happen.
it's cool. Things come together, right?
Yeah. But also I want to say to you guys, Stereo Joe, I heard you've been doing okay on Spotify and all the streaming stuff. So congratulations to you guys there.
They have been. They've been rocking it.
Yeah.
Go follow us right now. Spotify. Play it once, please.
Yeah.
Especially if you're out of the country. We love you. Stereo Joe, Stereo J.O. Come on.
You guys have a big show coming up next weekend at like a theater or something, right? In Philly?
They do.
I'm playing. It's the nude review. I can't. No. We really do. No, we're opening up for this band, Patent Pending. So stoked. It's going to be an epic show. We got some moves planned out. I got a friend making a visit, Mateo.
Stereo Ho blowing up, by the way, is what Mateo just said.
That's actually a good foreshadow of what's going to happen at this next show. Kev, we'll fill it in later. But this brings me back, bringing it back to Stereo Joe's pinnacle moment when we had the man, the legend, the myth, the man, the legend himself, Mr. Victor Wooten, and Kevin was on that show with us.
Yes, that's what I was like. You look so familiar, but I was like, I'm a terrible human being, so I couldn't place you.
No. I mean, well, you guys are on like every week, and you know you're meeting people from all over
Yes.
the world, literally. So I mean, that's okay. There's no hard
Oh, you're
feelings.
such a
but-
kind
We're
soul.
jet setters.
I remembered you, but that's okay.
Just
Remy.
saying.
No
I
big
take back what I just said. You're
deal.
not kind. I take it back. You are unkind, Kevin.
I said his
Sorry.
name wrong. Let me forget you.
Yeah.
But
Jimmy
Nick's
said
got a
my
picture
name
of you
wrong.
by his bedside. So it's all good.
No, that was an amazing night. I met Henry Invisible.
Oh,
Do you remember
Henry.
that guy?
Yeah,
I'm
of
still,
course.
I still catch him once in a while on social media and stuff.
Yeah,
and
he's doing a lot of cool stuff, right?
he is doing a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
He's playing some pretty big things, I think, lately. And so
He
it's
just opened for Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's right. Yeah.
Ooh.
I think he's
Yeah.
down there. So it just goes to show, like, you know, we're all kind of like, it's nice to check in each year and whatnot and see like where everybody's at, because you know even you guys, it looks like you've built quite a thing going on with the show and obviously with the band with some of these bigger shows. So it's cool to see that, you know, on the
And I
outcome
had a baby. Just
of. You
saying.
did?
Oh,
Wow. That's
I had to
very
add that.
exciting.
I'm sorry.
a
No,
beautiful little
that's a
baby.
thing, you know. That's something that's
Yeah.
important. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your baby's name?
Madeline Rose.
Oh, as if that isn't just the most beautiful name. Lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
I just got to see her. Oh,
Yes, I held her up during a sound check, like, you know, in the Lion King.
We all started to sing.
Simba.
So, dude, exactly. No, but flashing back to that Victor Wooten show.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we were all, I think, in awe that night. Just like the fact that Victor Wooten was talking to us. And I love that you got to pop in and ask him a question. I don't know. Do you remember that?
I remember it, but I remember also being like, I knew you were gonna let me do that, but there was like 45. But remember, he just talked for like.
I think like
He
4
talked-
hours.
Yeah,
We
he
were,
talked
like,
for
with
like, yeah,
him
it
for,
was like
4 or 5
so
hours.
you're like,
Yeah.
all right, I think he's gonna talk for like maybe 45 minutes, and so when he's done, then we'll bring you and like Henry back on, and we'll let you guys ask a couple questions. But then he kept going and going, and then as he kept going, and I'm sitting there watching the show with my wife, I'm like, oh man, I now this is too much time. Now I've got like this question and that question and this question and that question. And then he just kept bringing up. So he was like schooling all of us on just like the art of writing music, and
Yeah.
it was just an amazing thing to listen to. But then I remember by the time I went on to ask my question, I was just like,
Do you speak English, Victor Wooten? What is your
Yes.
language?
Did you see me play?
I
Will
get
you
it.
stick around
No.
and watch me play? Yeah, probably is what I said. I don't really remember what I asked. I just remember it was like.
That show was so much fun.
It was so much fun. That was February of 2020 or 2021.
That would have been 21,
Yeah.
I would think.
It was a
So,
while
wow,
ago.
just over a year ago. And look at what's happened. You and Nick have beards and hair.
Yeah.
Talking to me, I was like, can you tell?
Yeah, we
Like,
need to get
what?
side by side. I should have my hair tied back right now.
yeah, I'm not letting it down tonight. It had a rough weekend.
Well, I get that with the hair.
Yeah. Well, I've never been on the road before like that, so it was, and I was like kind of doing the couch crash thing, so it was just.
Oh yeah, no.
That's awesome, though. And you had fun?
I did, and it's not totally over. I originally was planning to, so I did. I started on Thursday here in Manchester, New Hampshire, at a really nice art museum called the Courier Museum of Art.
Oh,
It was
cool.
really, really fun. There was a bunch of people, and we had a really nice time. That's one of those where I get to sit and kind of play like covers, but also play originals and tell stories. And then the next night was down in Rhode Island with the band which was just an amazing night with some really great friends of ours, Viking Jesus, that opened up the show. They're just
What was the
incredible.
name? I'm sorry.
They're called Viking Jesus. They're just
That's what I thought you said.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I just had to.
it's
Nick's people.
it's a friend of mine, really cool.
They are Nick's people. Sorry.
Yes, it's an interesting. Yeah, that's right. It's an interesting group, but really makes very cool interesting rock music. But
Oh, nice.
anyway, so that was really cool, and we got to see a bunch of friends and hang down there, and then I went through Norwalk, Connecticut, where again, like, I just tried to kind of keep it like, I'm not gonna sell out at even a small venue, so just like keep it real and just like, okay, I played an Irish pub down in Norwalk, Connecticut, and
That's
it
an
was a wedding
accomplishment, though. That's
What's
great.
that?
So that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, it was just fun
It
to
is.
just kind of go from one place to another and just like try different kinds of shows as I went. So to go from like a museum to a rock show to just an Irish pub playing for a group of a wedding party who was having a blast. So that was cool. And then to go down to New York, actually, down your way, I went down to Pearl River, New York.
Yes. Where did you play in Pearl River?
It was a brewery, so I play a lot of breweries around here. So then I went to it was called Defiant Brewery.
Defiant Brewery. You played at Defiant. I was going to say.
Just yesterday.
So cool. Oh my God.
I'm so sad I missed you.
Oh, that's
I
all
wish I
right.
had
That's
known.
Okay.
I
So I did
Can
that.
you come back?
Yeah,
Can you
I had a
drive
good
back
time.
down
It
to
was.
Pearl River?
It's
I'm
not
committing-
it is a drive, but it's not. It wasn't that bad. It was. It was like
5 hours?
4.
Yeah. 4. Oh.
Or
Now,
he's like,
originally what I
"It's
was-
4 is okay.
I was
I'll-
going to go
I'll
from
try
there
back."
to Virginia, and I was going to play down in Virginia, but things just kind of got a little chaotic with the trajectory of it all, and because then I added on a stop in Ohio, my hometown of Columbus, Ohio. So so at the end of this week, actually, like Thursday, I'm heading back out on the road and going to Columbus to play a show.
Nice.
Which I've not played in my hometown in 15 years, so I'm pretty excited.
Oh, wow.
Dude, those people are in for a treat. And trust me, it's going to be a great homecoming.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm playing with some old friends, and so it'll
Because,
be a good
dude,
time.
you really do a great job of the dynamics and the rests. And like I was saying before, even your intro was like a nice little interesting like interlude leading right up to it. So you really mastered that. And I would love to see like a full like concert performance to see how you really craft it. Like really like what you're doing, man. And I can't wait to see what you do next. And really, I feel like a POS, man. I think I even played that brewery. I would have loved to have been there. It's a little bit, but I should have been there. Damn it. Please come back. And dude, you gotta make me come to this next one, bro. I want to see you so bad, bro. We'd have a lot of fun. I'd get you wasted.
No. What's that?
I would get you wasted.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! I mean, the first time I got Jimmy wasted, he didn't recover for like 3 weeks.
Somebody tried to kill me.
But
That's
we
how
were
I knew we were
about
friends.
that.
5-day hangover.
Oh my goodness! No, I'm too
It was
old,
great.
Yeah, one day we'll link up somehow. We'll make it happen. It was originally, like I said, I was going to go to Virginia, so I thought I was even going to be around that area for like a couple of more days, and but I wound up just making the. I played my gig. I was done at 5, and I was home by 10 o'clock last night. So.
Damn. So.
But it was Thursday through then. So, but now I've got a few days to just kind of let my voice recuperate and just chill for plan what because Saturday's kind of a big show for me, so
Nice.
You gotta rest it up, honey.
Rest it up, man, and then think about that next 12-hour drive that I have ahead of me.
Well, dude, even if you didn't get a chance to rest it, your voice has sounded primo, man. And I almost wish you had a chance to record in the studio right now, just so you can lay down those extra raspy vocals that you don't normally have.
Yeah.
Bro, you didn't miss a note tonight. You were on fire. I'm so excited because the last time you were on, we didn't have the optimal audio that you have now. Bro, you're going to really be pleasantly surprised how you sounded.
I after I played the first time, I went on to the YouTube stream and I went back and I was like, wow, it actually, because I'd heard like a couple times before, it looked like maybe a little choppy or something. So I was happy to see that it actually came through pretty smooth. And
Yeah,
so congratulations to you guys on I know this has been like a build for you guys. So it's cool to like come on and see how more like I feel like in a year or two more it's I don't know we're gonna be on like Hulu or something. Like that.
Yo, let's do it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
We
God,
picked
I'm
Hulu, they
glad
gotta get my
I'm
shit
glad I
together
keep
for
getting in
Hulu.
on these good shows so that way, I was again I was saying to the band the other day like we seem to just fall into these like really cool things that offer us like the ability to kind of get out in front of people in ways that maybe other like the show that we played on Friday. I had no idea they were going to live stream it. Now we have this like professional audio recording of the show that we did and video, and we didn't ask for that, and they just did it. And then we got all these professional photos done that we could just post, and it's just real cool to see all these people doing all these things for each other. Ooh,
Yes.
hello.
If you-
For each other. Yeah.
Sounded pretty anyway. But yes, it always seems to like work out that way. Like somehow it just like kind of comes together, right?
Yeah, and I think it's just just put yourself out there. Put your if there's something that
Yeah.
you really want to do, like really
Yes.
just I talked to Henry Invisible actually after I played on this show with him, and it just looked like. I mean, that guy's got like a keyboard, a drum set, a guitar, a bass, a guitar. He's got like silver shoes. He's got big glasses and like hats, like Bootsy
Yeah.
Collins. He plays with Bootsy Collins.
He does.
And like the way, and he's got the spaceship behind him and all that stuff. And I'm like looking at him, and I'm just like, well, there's a guy that looks like he might have his shit together. So I remember I reached out to him shortly thereafter because it was kind of like I was really just starting to push this thing as hard as I could.
No,
And
good.
I reached out and I said, what do I do? Like, what do I do? How do I do what you're doing? Like, I mean, you're ahead of me, like light years ahead of me. I'm playing, like little places. Like, what do I do? And he just goes, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. And, so it's just, if you love it, just keep going after it and putting yourself out there. And then this cool stuff gets to happen. I get to meet nice folk like you.
Aw.
Well said.
Keep
And-
doing what you're doing. He's right.
Absolutely. And at this current part that you're at in the tour with what you know and what you've experienced, booking the next one and any advice for people looking to book their next one, what would you take into account, and were there any hurdles that you know how to overcome next time around?
Yeah, yes, for sure. I made, one of my biggest errors was, I thought I had researched a location. We were going to see some friends and stop with some friends when we were going to go to Virginia. And I thought I had actually mapped out the location to be like pretty on point to where I was playing. And it wound up being like a 2.5 hour difference. And this whole thing kind of just, so it just like, little things like that happened that just kind of made it like, well, does it really make sense to make that trip down there then? I mean, it's still crazy. I'm driving 12 hours to Ohio and back in like 3 days. But I've always been that kind of crazy anyway. But for sure, I mean, there's, taking your time and just like, I got frustrated a lot, but I think one of the biggest things that I learned to do to just make it happen was just accept where you are in your journey. And, because at first I started trying to like plug away. It's because like, why the hell not try to throw your name into some of the big rings, like, just some like theaters, or maybe I could just luckily get on an opening bill or something just in case, maybe. But eventually when you don't get those calls back or whatever, it's just like, okay, well, I play a lot of breweries up here. I play a lot of like restaurants, pubs, and I play some music venues. So maybe I just like aim for some smaller stuff and just like know where you are. And just like the idea is just that you're getting yourself out there and you're doing it, and that you're giving something a chance and a try. I was lucky they were paying gigs, so I made some money doing it. So there was things that worked out, but just take a chance on yourself and don't get discouraged because there were some discouragements definitely along the way of like, oh man, I'm not going to fill this date, and it's not going to look like a real tour, and it's just going to be terrible, and everybody's going to care, even though nobody cares.
Right. I was gonna say it's all in your head though. Like nobody gives a shit, man.
I care.
I could say that I drove
No,
to 2
I
states
didn't mean that
and then I
nasty.
went on a
I
tour,
just-
and people would be like,
You
"Whoa,
know it.
dude, that's cool." It's
It
all in
is.
the perception.
It's all it's perspective, right?
But as artists, as you guys know, we're hardest on ourselves. So, and hopefully, but then part of that, in a good way, pushes us to keep the train running.
Bingo.
Keep
Absolutely.
doing what you're doing, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, you guys too.
And I always thought you were amazing last time, but I do feel like you're just a little more amazing tonight.
Thank you.
Jimmy's jealous because you played with that D string broken.
I know. I'm like,
Dude,
what?
I'm lucky. You know, I took a chance on these. I usually pop a G or a D at least two
Totally
shows
just
in.
joking. I'm a bass player. I never break a string.
No, you don't. You wouldn't. Your strings are like this thick.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm messing
No,
with
I took a chance. I changed my strings. We were about to go on stage on Friday. I'm like, oh shoot, I haven't changed my strings. I should probably do that before I go, like, because I play a lot harder when I'm playing with the band.
Oh, sure.
And so I was like, but of course, you know, as you guys know, you're guitar players, that like you put your strings on 10 minutes before you go on stage. It's gonna be like all out of whack for a little while. And
Yeah, you
but,
gotta keep.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
but
Sure.
then, and then I didn't ever. So then I left and went to Connecticut and New York, and I never stopped to get more strings. And I really took a chance on these. That could have popped in one of those shows, but
Oh,
I
I'm not
made it
making
to the
fun.
last note of your
I'm
show.
making good fun. I'm really not making fun of you.
That really was amazing. That it was the last thing.
Last note,
Like,
man.
perfect.
And I've got a couple of days off, so now I got a chance to run to Guitar Center and get myself some new strings.
And what strings do you use? What are your favorites?
I like the Elixir strings because they've got an added coating, and because and Jimmy, to your point about, like, you mentioned, like, my dynamics and like the stops and stuff, that comes from playing drums for many years, and so I play very percussively, and so it's very easy for me to pop because I'm usually shooting for the middle of the guitar, so I usually pop those. Yeah, but I like those because they make it extra strong.
Yes, yeah. My husband uses. You use elixirs, right?
What?
He just what? As he's playing video games, did you all hear him go? What?
We're playing video games too. We're playing Donkey Kong Country, the Super Nintendo version of it.
Oh, yeah.
My wife, she walked in. She was making dinner, and then she walks into the room, and I had the thing set up, and she goes, "Oh, we're playing Donkey Kong tonight."
I love
like,
it.
we are doing that. We're watching the Stereo Joe show in between.
Oh,
nice.
We're on vacation this week. We're on school vacation.
Oh, nice. Spring break, baby.
Yeah, that's the benefit of working in the school. That allows me to kind of push. You know, it's I think this day and age, it's getting kind of we're able to be a little more creative with what we do with our careers, and it's an exciting time in some ways.
Great.
And then it's also a scary as shit time. But it's all whole nother conversation.
But you're right, though. There's a little bit more flexibility and creativity going on, which has been exciting. And, dude, you're definitely taking steps forward, man. Not that I thought you needed it, but honestly, I see the growth. I just feel like you're more veteran now. Like, I really would love to see you live. It sucks that you were just here and I'm an idiot and missed you.
No,
but
man, we'll do it.
Dude, when we get Vic back on, we're calling you up, say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
But-
we'll get a super band together. Me and Invisible and Victor Wooten, and we'll all do like super. And then we'll get Remy and you guys, and we'll just do super band.
Yes.
Dude, I'd say.
And then we're just gonna go on tour, and then the next time we'll all get together on the show, and Jimmy's gonna have a real fireplace sitting next to him. He's gonna be sitting with it like with a nice bottle of Cavassier and a stogie, and he's gonna be like, "Yes, Kevin, what are you gonna play next? I don't care. I just played with Victor Wooten." Yeah.
Kevin,
I went on tour with Victor. It was very fun.
Yeah, you did like his camp and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's how you met him?
Yes. Yeah.
See, I remember Remy. You don't remember me, but I remember you.
All right, Kevin. Don't give me shit, man. All right.
Wait, who is this? Oh, it's Kevin. Hey, what's up?
No, I do remember you. I even said to them before. I was like, Kevin's been on the show. I know Kevin.
Yeah,
Back
we're
me up
just
before I
busted.
hit you. I will come to your house and I will hit you.
Listen, please do it on air. We need to.
I know you said this before.
Well, I was just in town for you to do it, but you missed that too. So.
Oh, burn, baby, burn. Disco and
Remy lives
Inferno.
closer. Remy lives closer to Pearl River.
Do you really?
Oh,
How close
by
do you
like
live to
10
Pearl?
minutes. Shut the fuck up.
What? You live 10 minutes
All
from
right,
where
I
I was.
had an excuse. I just had a baby and a C-section. I have an
You
excuse.
guys have a good one.
All right. Well,
I just had a baby too. A food
Yeah.
baby.
At your
Anyway,
ass. Anyway.
exactly. But anyway, Kevin, man, it was so great to have you on the show.
Thank
Love
you,
what's
yeah.
going on with you.
Likewise.
Dude, honestly, we really appreciate it. This is season 5 intro. We love you, man, with the premiere. Like, we had you on for a reason, dude. I thought your performances were awesome. And it was great to catch up and talk to you again. We're definitely having you on before the end of the season if you'll commit to it. I miss you, man.
Of course, yeah. Maybe I'll be when's the end of the season?
I don't know the numbers.
It's
Who knows?
October.
Maybe, well, maybe I'll be on tour again, or something like that, or something.
October?
We will be on tour.
Yeah.
Because that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's.
I'm maybe thinking of like summer or something.
We're going straight through October. Anyway,
No, that's a long ass time. I'm like,
That's
damn.
It's,
that is a hell of a season.
half
American
of
Idol
October,
King.
I think, is where it ends. Yeah, the beginning half.
22 episodes. We started
cool.
off right
Very
with
cool.
Kevin Horan.
Well, I'm proud to be a part of it, and I do keep my tabs on you guys, so I'm always like checking in, and like I pop in on some of the episodes, and I do.
You
like,
do.
It's cool to see, just that you're still. I love the format that it's just people from all over, literally all over the world. Like I
Literally.
think you said there was somebody from Canada on a little earlier today.
Ontario.
And then that Hunter Sheridan, I caught him. He was really good. Oh man, and you know what? There was something that he said that I wanted to quote, and I forget it. But it was really smart, and it was really good. And
Yes.
I hope he keeps doing what he's doing too.
No, really. It's always a pleasure to catch up with you. It's been too long, but I'm glad you're on. And honestly, everyone, go follow Kevin. You're an idiot if you don't. No, really, please go support Kevin. He's awesome. And I can't wait to see you. And I want to say I'll see you soon, but I had my chance and I blew it. But
We'll figure it out.
we're going to make it happen. I know we're going to end up meeting up one day. I can tell it. But
yeah.
so, all right. Well, until then, have a great night. And thanks so much for coming on.
Yes, thank you guys so much.
It's
and
great to
congrats
see
on
you
all your
again, Kevin.
success.
Thank you.
Yep.
It was a pleasure, and thank you for joining us for the first episode of the new season.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Guys, that was Kevin. He's awesome. That's why we had him on. Really excited. He's our first featured guest of the season. So we got a surprise for you next week. So we're really excited about that as well. But Rem, Nick, thank you guys so much for all you do. I can't believe we're back at it again.
I can't either. But here we are.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. A lot's changed for you since then. Nick and I are just...
Well, I mean, Nick's hair is so long since I saw you guys.
I know,
Crazy.
dude.
I wish I had. God, my hair is shit in comparison. But we'll talk about that after this.
You look great.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
We love you
Love you
too.
too, Romy.
Guys, we're still live. Oh, I'm just kidding you. Guys, well, we are still live. But anyway, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. Guys, if you don't go follow us on Spotify, that sucks. Please, we need the help. We're like pumping it out. We're trying to get to 3,000 listeners this last
Go
month.
follow Stereo Joe on Spotify. Do it.
Stream us, follow us. And anyway, we'll hope to see you this Friday. We'll definitely see you next Monday. We'll be back every Monday forever. So anyway, have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a